putting the bait out and kind of seeing what responses I would get, I feel I've hit a really juicy vein of hypocrisy that I'd like to get into. Uh, this vein of hypocrisy is to do with uh, hashtag born this way and hashtag everything is malleable, and a certain level of irreconcilability between those things in one direction. Those two things, those two concepts, they can be mutually exclusive. They can also be a blend of both. It doesn't really matter. You don't know. You don't know what's going on in someone's head. The hyperbolic example that I used was someone who was a minor attracted person. They're attracted to children. They haven't hurt children. They haven't acted on it. Maybe they were born that way. Maybe there was trauma in their past, and that led them in the direction that they've gone. But they hate themselves and they want to kill themselves, and they don't want to be that way. So they seek conversion therapy. The hypocrisy that I was pointing out from that arc is that whilst almost no one with a brain would see that as a negative, if you apply that, let's say MAPS want to be at the kind of, they want to insert themselves into the LGBT acronym, and people above that say, no, fuck off. Like, you're not one of us. Like, you make us look bad if we accept you. That arc of someone wanted to go back up the line, uh, like, there's something there. There's something that isn't being addressed. If you want to go down the line, you want to, in the spirit of it being born this way or everything is fluid, if you want to go down, that's perfectly fine. And you can use either argument. No one cares, and you're celebrated. You get kind of your acronym, you get your flag, whatever it is. If you want to, the example that I went post someone wanting to not be attracted to children and wanting to convert is someone who wants to detransition. I mean, literally detransition. If someone wants that, well, they're seen kind of as a threat to people who are trans, but are trans because from their point of view, like they were born this way. So if you want your gender affirmed, if you want to go to a therapist and they affirm your gender, that's fine. If you go to a therapist and you want someone to prove you wrong and break you out of like negative thoughts and feedback loops that you feel from your point of view you might be and that lead you towards wanting to be trans, that's conversion therapy. It's not like Mike Pence and like lightning bolts and it's not that type of conversion therapy. Someone simply talking you out of going down the line is now counted as conversion therapy. Uh, the the vein that made people angry on both sides, which is great because, you know, like the far ends of either side, I don't like them, is that you can apply that arc all the way up the line, but people, depending where they are politically, certainly if you have a group of people who are progressives, but they'll say these progressives have gone too far, they'll try and tie the pendulum of progress off where it benefits them, but you can then go back up the line and say, well, this person, maybe they had a leg meat Frankenweenie and they cut their boobs off, and they were a lesbian before, but they want to detransition. Well, lesbians are going to be happy with that because, well, they want more lesbians and they don't want lesbians to like transition into trans males. But if someone wants to not be a lesbian and say, well, actually, you know what, when I think about it, hashtag everything is malleable, I was abused as a child by a male, and it's not that I'm attracted to women, it's that I was so repulsed by men that it pushed me in the direction of women. Well, if someone feels that way, and that's their truth, that's their story, then they're also seen as a threat. So back up the line for each group of people. If you, in the spirit of malleability, want to go up, then you're a threat. If you want to go down, it doesn't matter whether you're hashtag born this way or hashtag everything is malleable. You're fine, you're good, you're golden. That's your truth. That's the vein that I've hit that I want to be proven wrong on. If I'm proven wrong, then that means that a lot of these people aren't as stupid, fucked up, or evil as I think they are. I don't want that to be the case. I want to be wrong. A proof that I'm the asshole. That's all I'm looking for. That's what I'm fishing for.